First of all, I would like to welcome you to Neets webinar on Project Designer 1.70, showing the new features in this piece of software. First of all, I would like to show you that we have added some options to alter the file locations of your own devices, projects, backgrounds, images, flags, web languages, and so on. If we choose devices, it is possible to add multiple file locations. For example, if you have a company database of devices and you want to connect to this, could be an FTP server or some sorts of other connection. If we go to New Project, it is now there are now several templates to choose between. This one, for example, display control, keyboard clock and movement sensor. For the Echo as well, Echo Plus. Even for the Delta, there are some advanced solutions. A tabletop solution here. If we just double click on this, you will see that we have made the system with dummy devices. In this case, a display, amplifier, scaler, Blu-ray player. We've made a template for the interface with all of the pages. These are just some of the new templates that we have made, or some of the old templates we have converted, and you should see more coming in the future as well, more templates coming. We've also made all the functions in the interface. Just change to homepage and the page master here. You can see that all of the functions are assigned to all of the buttons, and this should be a functioning graphical user interface that you could use in existing installations. Just drag new devices and alter to your needs, and you should be good to go. Where it is makes sense, we have also made all of the feedback. There's no in this case, but in some of the other templates we have made all of the feedback as well. A new feature as well is that like in the Office suite, we have made an autosave function that saves the project for every 10 minutes if the unfortunate event that the program should crash. So there is now a backup project when you are opening the program again. Let's start with the Echo Plus. You could see we have all of the templates here. 3 templates for this one. We have I would like to start with a completely new one. We have here options for creating new, looking at the manual, or going to needs.dk, for example, for watching the FAQ on the Echo Plus in this case. I'll create a new, and here we have it. A new feature for the Echo Plus is that we have made it possible to use the switching relay 4 on LAN, and of course as well the switching relay 8 on LAN. This was only possible on the Sierra 2 or the Alpha 2 and the Delta in the past, but we have added the Echo Plus for doing this as well. Let's just delete the switching relay. Switching relay 8. It is now possible up here in the left corner to switch on and switch off the connection details. I'll just switch them on. You can see that the IP settings here on the Echo Plus 192.168 is now visible, and as usual I can go on to the right side and alter all of these settings. If I drag in a projector and put it on the RS-232 port, I can as well see the bow rate settings for this device. A new feature as well is if we put some outputs, could also be inputs, but if we choose a group of IOs, just put 4 on this one, it is now possible to name each of these inputs individually. So in this case, screen 1 up, screen 2, screen 1 down, and this is just a nice feature for the documentation and for the installer of the system. Screen 2 up and screen 2 down. So now we have named all of these inputs, outputs, and we can do it individually, even though they are in a group. We have also added a possibility for the installer or the integrator to swap devices. In this case, I will show you that I can swap a projector. Right now there's an Epson on the RS-232 port 1 on the Echo Plus. And if I drag the Vivitech instead onto this one, it swaps directly. This is a cool feature for the installer going out to an existing installation and wanting to change the projector, and all he has to do is download the project from the control system, swap the projector and press upload again. In some cases you have to make the decision. There will be a pop-up window and you have to make the decision which of the inputs belongs to the new inputs on the new projector. But in this case it's swapped directly. If we go to interface, we have now divided the ribbon in the top band up here, just like in you know, from Microsoft Word or Office Suite in general. We have divided the top band. This is because some computers running a lower resolution than full HD. This is then some of the elements up here would disappear in the right side. This is of course not a good thing, so we have divided the ribbon. If we go to home, there's now a feature where we can password the project, and this is only a password protection on the control system, the project that we upload to the control system. This is not a password on the project that is lying on the computer, your saved project. This means that you cannot download the project from the control system in an existing installation if you don't have the password. And Neets is not able to unlock the project either. It is encrypted in a quite hardly, so we cannot recreate the projects if you don't know the password. But of course it's always possible to upload a new project, create a new project and upload it. The control system itself is not locked at all. It's only the project that lies within the control system. So let's now change to a Sierra 2 to show some of the features we have added in the graphical user interface. As you can see down here in the bottom, we have added support for Clear 1 video conference codec. So over here on the left side you can see Cisco, Clear One and Polycom is now supported directly from our software. If we go to the interface page, we can see that over here in the left hand side, if I just open these, there is as usual the indication of a house indicating the home page, but now it is possible for me to right click on, for example, media in this case, and alter this to homepage. So now media is homepage. So if you create the wrong homepage, it is now possible to change this. This was not a possibility in the past. It is also possible to change the resolution. So right now I have 1280 by 800. If I would like to change the resolution, for example, this was an iDisplay 10. If I want to change it to an Apple iPad, that you can see that we just got a bit more space in the bottom, and right now I can just go to all my pages and drag the corresponding elements to the right positions for the new resolution. Let me just undo, and we're back to 1280 by 800. If we go to functions, a new little thing we have added is in hide show subpage. If we go to drag hide show subpage on this audio, we can choose the EQ, this one on subpage that I have created. Two of the functions is the same, show subpage and hide subpage. New function is that show subpage and hide again after, let's say, 5 seconds. And this is a timer running from the time when you stop using the graphical user interface. So this is 5 seconds after you release the touch interface. It is also possible to hide all other subpages. This is a very good feature for because you don't have, this makes it obsolete to hide all other subpages, and so that you'll only show one subpage at a time. Let us press add. It is also possible to copy and paste functions now. So if I wanted this VGA function, I could copy it and put it on another button. So if I've already made a button but it was wrong and I wanted it on another button, then simply drag in the new button and copy the functions to this button. Very easy. If I should show the next thing here is, if we take the native keyboard, you can see that some of these buttons have been linked. I want to do this for the mute status and the power status as well. So drag in link element. What I'm showing here is the native keyboard. Of course, this is not where I want to press. I want to press on the page master and press the mute and press OK. Now, the new thing is that, just a small thing, if I want to link element on the power button, before I would again have the Sierra native keyboard popping up, but now I get the same page as before, the previous page that I was working on, and now I can press the power button here. So just a small user interface tweak for you guys. Another function is the set button mode. Right down here in the left hand, if I drag this onto a button, I will be shown two possibilities. Pressing and releasing a button operates the function, operates while the button is pressed and stops when released. This could be handy when using third-party, for example, screen controls, relay boxes, where it is necessary to have a start command and a stop command, for example. So when the button is pressed, I could send a screen down command, and when the button is released, I could send a R232 command full screen stop command. Yes. What we've also added is, if you go to home, we've updated our catalog of help with much more functions and info than you've been used to. So we've added options, general, just everything has been updated. And we have even added small videos. So if you're online, you can watch the videos from the web right directly here in Neets Project Designer. We've also added a lot of info on how to use script coding with Neets control systems. We still have the philosophy that we don't support it, but it should be easier for you guys to now get some help in here instead. A new thing on Project Designer 1.7.0 is that it is now possible to install Project Designer on a network drive, and we have unfortunately stopped supporting Windows XP. This is because, as you know, maybe Microsoft do not longer support Microsoft Windows XP, so neither can we. There are some features that is not possible to do with Windows XP and Project Designer. They simply don't work together. This concludes the small webinar on Neets Project Designer 1.7.0. I hope you've all gained some new info. In your webinar toolbox, you should also see that there is a PDF with all of these features that you can download and show to your customers or whatever you want to do with it. Thank you for now. Hope to see you soon. Go to neets.com under events. Here are all the future webinars and of course seminars that we will be hosting, national and internationally. Thank you so much. Hope to see you soon. Bye.